Hello everybody, this is Backblast here. I'm again on Motorsport Manager, and it's the last season of this championship, and we will be heading towards the last race, which is what we're going to be doing in this video. And we'll be doing the usual qualifying and oh hello, I hate driving for this team, boss. If I get any offers from other teams, I'm going to seriously think about them. I hope you can understand. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So what's going to happen is we're going to be heading towards the last race. We're going to be doing the practice and qualifying for that race, and then in the next video, of course I have time to answer a few videos. Attempted a quick pit stop for casino during the last race, resulted in a mistake. I'm guessing that it was the electrical power. Every second, yeah, whatever, yeah. Okay. He's got problems with his neck. That's fine. That's fine. Your pants anyway. And there you go. Yeah. So what's going to happen is, as I said, leading up to the race, qualifying and practice in this video. Next video will be the race as usual, and then there'll be another video after that. We don't need to bother with that just yet. The last video will sort of round up the season and do the post-season, so we will see what happens with that video. The Lepic of Backblast Racing is considering retiring at the end of the season, so that's my test driver. She's on the way out. I think she checked out a few months ago, to be honest, said a close friend of the Estonian driver. This will leave Backblast Racing boss Backblast searching for a new driver to fill the seat for next season. A search which may well have already begun. Not really. I haven't got any money. Finished repairing the cars. Good. Let's have a look at the cars. So there's no new parts, there's no new bits to fit, and let's just keep improving. So it's basically car number 2. That's all we're doing really. We're just trying to get all these bits done, and they'll be done 10 days before the race. And yeah, that's it. Let's get going towards that race. So 10 days before the race. Oh, what's going on here? Something going on. TV piece. One of our directors here at XBC Sport would absolutely love to film a TV piece in your factory. This would be an imposition, but we'll make a compensatory payment. So both mechanics relationships +5 or -20. It's only 100 grand. You can bugger off. How's that? You'd have thought it'd have had bigger ramifications, wouldn't you? Like advertising, or more TV coverage, etc. Right, so let's have a look at the offers here that we have. So these are just for fixed pay per race, so we want as much as we can get, don't we? That's $1 million for 10 races, which equates to 100,000 for each race, which is rubbish. It's rubbish. This gives 150 per race. Now this gives 85, but it also gives up front 450, which divided by 4 races would be 112,000 per race, wouldn't it? Plus 85. This is the best deal. This is the best deal. This gives me the most money per race. So that's our best offer. Righto. So we've got 2 there. We need to wait until we get the 3rd one, because there'll be somebody else comes along in a bit and says, yes, I'd like my name on your car, just like they do in real life. Ha ha ha. So this is the reliability work done. We can then change the car, so let's do that. Pause it. Let's go and have a look at the car. We need to just improve those last bits here. It's this one, isn't it? And that's it. And that 8 days before the race, that'll be done as well. So we'll have both cars at 100%. And although one of the cars is under power, we will still have everything sorted. So what have we got here? Factory staff idle. I have done. I've just sorted something out. Slot 5 offers. So this is for race position. and it's whether I can find a way up to 8th or 6th or 5th. And of course the higher position I finish, the more money they're willing to give me, but also it's a lot of races. I think this one's the best deal here, because it's only for 7 races, and it means I can then try and get something better in 7 races. So I don't know where we are. We're struggling a little bit with money, and we need to claw our way back from that. But we'll do that at the end of the year anyway. If you can see the standings now, which is good. Engelhardt got 16 points from that last race, so he's been doing well. He's been getting them points. We need him to just carry on doing that. This will be the last race. Let's have a look at what's going on here. Just a reminder, we're currently in 8th place. This is bang on your original target. Everybody's idle in the factory. Report on upcoming race Tondela. So 10% chance of rain, that's not much. Excellent acceleration, it says. We needed a test track. We haven't got any money. Pre-race preview bites. So Olin and Landvik are the 2 that are in form, and there's nothing in there about us, so we're not bothered about that. So we have a number of contracts running down at the end of the year. Here are the members of staff in question. So we've got 2 drivers. We only have a month until these guys leave the team, so if you want them replaced or you renew their contracts, then now's the time to do it. I don't want to replace. I don't want to keep either of those 2. They're both pants. But I can't really afford to have any more drivers. Right, so where are we going to finish? We've finished 5th and 7th. Do you think we can get that? You know, come on. So what's it say about Tondela? It's saying clear, heavy rain in qualifying and rainy during the race, although they said 10% chance of rain earlier during the race. I don't know who to trust. Do I trust that, or do I trust my mechanic chap, or whoever it was? I'm a weatherman. Portugal, here we go. Now then, Tondela, Portugale, Parecchio, Manono. Right, Portugal. Round 10 of 10. This will be the last time. Oh, it's persistently raining. So, do I go with the Inters? I think we have to go with the Inters, don't we? It says it's going to rain during qualifying. It says it's going to rain during everything. Doesn't it? So you're fine. I'm guessing you'll be on Inters anyway. Yeah. Change setup. Now we need to do some speed balancing things here, don't we? Get that there. And then continue. Take practice. Let's go. Take practice. Let's go. Which way round is the stupid track facing? Right, it needs to be there, doesn't it? Right, so let's go. Casino. Car set up. Stints. Race trim. Tyre choice. Inters. Go. Oh, I've made a mistake there. Maybe I should have gone with some slicks just in case. Let's stick with this. See, maybe we did so well in the last race because we did that work on the slicks and nobody else had slicks. Although I'm not sure I'm willing to risk it this time. I think if it is going to rain, then everybody else will beat us. Is the word I'm looking for. 2 words I'm looking for. Beat us. Beat and us. He's loving the handling. What do you know? Are you sure you're loving the handling? Very poor. Good. Poor. Cornering. Let's whack that down like that. I'll leave those and see what happens. Continue. Do I go for it? Do I go for it? Let's stay on the inters for now. This guy, we've got an excellent on this guy. Stintes. No, let's go back. Let's go back. Car setup. Very poor. Excellent. Great. So let's whack the cornering forward. Let's get this handling back to where it wants to be. And then speed balance can come down a little bit. Let's try that. Let's go. Go. Off you go. So, Casino. First one out. You can see from the left hand side that some people are actually trying wet tyres. Look, the water's dropping off there. Look, do we carry on these inters? I think we definitely need to get the inters to level 1 inters, don't we? We definitely need to get them up to level 1. So once we've got that, I'm going to waz the drivers over onto the softs, I think. Or rather, I think Casino certainly will go on to softs. Do I leave Engelhardt out on the west to try and get them better? Right, so what have we got here? It says that we've improved. So high speed has gone from very poor to poor. So let's get that cornering forward again by a fair chunk. Handling has gone from good to great by moving up slightly, and it's done again the same. Poor to poor. Okay, so let's try something with this. Let's try and get this down here and see if that works. Okay, I think we're good. Are we still going on race trim? Casino, you're going on these. You're going on these. Okay. Engelhardt. What's going on with Engelhardt? We've got very poor cornering, moved to poor. So let's move that down even more. We've got excellent to great. That's not moved. how is that? The ever so slightly moved that way. Speed balance went from great down there. So this is going to be about right. What about the handling? What's going on with that? That's where it needs to be. So it needs to come down a chunk, doesn't it? Let's try that. Let's go with this. We're still sticking with race trim for both drivers. You are sticking with the inters. And we'll see how you go. Let's follow Casino out. Race trim 1, that's good. It won't be long before the inters follow. So the question now is, do we leave Engelhardt on inters for the rest of this session? Because Casino is getting those tyres up to speed. We've already got inters level 1. Everybody else will probably have inters level 1. It's whether I want to try and get inters 2. It just shows that there's no more rain and the track grip's going up. Oh, Casino's gone past anyway because I was looking at something else. Okay. A purple, a dark green and a light green, but we're getting there. So we're at 90, so that's excellent. So what about, we've had a great, a good and a great. That's about where it needs to be. Cornering has gone from very poor to good. So let's try and move this cornering forward again. The speed balance has come out. Let's try and whack that down again. And then just tweak it a little bit so that the handling is bob on. Handling's bob on. I can't move the speed balance any further left. Let's just see what happens with the cornering. We're going to stick with race trim. Do I stick with inters? We've got 6 minutes left. I reckon we can get another set of inters, another level of inters out of this. I think. Managed to bring him in this time. Well done. Let's see. Oh, 2 dark greens and a light green. 92. We jumped up a lot there, actually. So where do we go from? So the cornering went down. Handling went up. Handling's already in the green. Speed balance went from poor to great. So speed's about right, handling's about right, cornering is getting there, so cornering needs to come down even more. So let's go for that. Do I just tweak this a little? Like that maybe? And just see what happens. We're trying to get that cornering better, aren't we? We're going to stick with that setup. That's good. So let's go and have a look at Engelhardt, see what he's doing. So Engelhardt still on the inters. The actual, there we go, race trim level 2. The actual grip level's dropping off further up down there. So yeah, it looks as though it's going to rain again. So I think what we're going to do is, Engelhardt's very close actually. He's got 2 greens and a purple. Okay. So we haven't had any purples in the top or bottom ones yet, have we? So we've got there by just tweaking. So that's come down a bit, and that one's come down a bit. Speed balance is there, cornering's there or thereabouts. Let's just flick a little bit on that. I can't move the speed balance any further. Let's try that. I'm just going to click this one click each time, and I think what we're going to do is race trim, soft tyres, send out. Now the reason for this is I want to get these soft tyres up to level 1. Alright? A lot of the other teams aren't using the softs at all. They're using the inters and wets. So if I can get a level 1 on these soft tyres, and it actually does go dry during the race, we might have a bit of advantage there if nobody else has actually gone out on them. So I'm going to do that, and then as soon as I've got this up, I'm going to switch both drivers to intermediates. Right, so where are we? 96. It's not quite 98, but we're not far off. So what's happening with the speed balance? It was poor up there. Very poor. Well, poor. That was great and great again. So speed balance, let's just click it down one more and see what happens. Those have stayed the same. We want race trim. We want softs. We want to get this up. Engelhardt's coming round. Come on, we want some nice purples, please. There's a couple of guys gone on to softs now. No one's going to get... Oh, pants. Alright, well you're going round another lap then. Nobody's going to get enough in. There you go, super softs are done. And now it rains again. See, nobody's going to get enough running on the softs or the super softs, I don't think, to get to level 1. But we got to level 1 with them. I need to get both guys in, get them on those wet intermediate tyre things, and then we'll be away. So we are only going to get a little bit of water. Still grip on the track, so maybe they will get some running. But I think what we're going to do is... Oh, look at that, that's interesting. It's now gone onto the suspension, so the handling needs to come down by the tiniest of fractions, really. Like this, maybe. We're going to do this. We've got race trim level 3. So we're going on to qualifying, and the tyre choice is going to be Inters, isn't it? There you go, we just got level 3. Superb. Right, come on Engelhart. We're not going to get another lap in, are we? No, neither of them are going to get a lap in. Oh dear, that's rubbish. What's happened here? What happened there? We went from that to that. So we've gone worse. There we go. Qualifying. Tyre choice. Inter. Go. And this will be it. This will be end of practice. Neither of these cars were going to get round. So I haven't quite set the cars up how I'd like them to. They're not quite there. For the first time this year, I've got to a point where I've not done as much as I think I could have done. We had that one race where we couldn't set them up because the balance was out too much. You remember we were trying to knock the weight forward and we had nowhere to go. 3 purples, hooray! But with this, I don't think that I've done quite enough. Although Casino has now got a good setup. I don't know whether our other guy will have. Yep. There's nothing about us. Casino really disappointed with the way things went in practice. We've got plenty to sort out before Sunday. Yeah, but we always have a rubbish practice. You don't understand. We're setting the car up for qualifying and race. These people, well, why have they not been watching my videos? I think they need to watch my videos. Casino's leaving anyway. I'm not bothered about him. He can bugger right off. Right, so this is qualifying. So let's just close that. Let's have a look. Weather forecast looks sunny. No water on track, some grip on track. Right, let's get this guy out on super softs. Alright, and let's put Inters as well, because we want to get these guys out. We want to get a lap on the board as soon as possible, both guys. Let's have a look at this setup thing. So this guy's alright, we've got this beautiful setup. We're going to put you on slicks and you're going out straight away. This guy, we've had a nightmare here, haven't we? 93%. How on earth have I only got to 93%? So I had that. Okay, I think the speed balance is way out. I think we can come up one. No, we can't. The speed balance is pants. What happens if I move this? I can move this, can't I? Now, have I had the cornering there before? I've had it just short and it was only good. Oh dear. Well, how come it's yellow there, but it's green there? And it's green there. How can that be right? I don't understand how you can have a green bit, and then a yellow bit in between, which is what we've got. So cornering, yellow, green there, green there. Am I looking at something stupid? Yellow. Yeah, I think I am actually. I've looked at something stupid. That's good. That's good. That's good. And then it goes off again there. Well, that's yellow there. Okay. We must have run this. We must have run this setup. So it's that setup, isn't it? And that's giving me yellow cornering. I need that cornering to go further left. So if I go further left, the speed balance goes out. That can't be the best I can get. Surely that's not the best I can get. I must be able to get that cornering set up better than that. Oh dear. Well, I don't really know what to do with it. I don't think I can get it close. Well, that's disappointing, especially because it's my best driver. Let's get them both out. Get them both out. Let's go. Slicks, go. Just go. Yeah, whatever I've set him up as, I have no idea. This is going to be a disaster. Move out of the way! We're on a qualifying lap, move out of the way! If he's going faster than me and I'm on a qualifying lap, then that's a little bit worrying. I think we're going to go first and second. My prediction. Hey, first and second. Let's just leave it there. Let it rain now. Let it pour down. It's getting colder. Look, temperature's going down. There is water on the track in about 1 minute. You can see the rain is about to come down in about a minute. Oh, look at our guys. They're off the pace so much. I thought Engelhardt would be quicker. Oh, that's disappointing. That's disappointing. We need rain now. We need to stop these guys getting laps. Oh, no, 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 no. This is not good. We're not going to get another lap in, are we? It's not going to happen. I think that's it. We're just not going to get another lap in. Rain's here now. Bobbins. You won't go faster on inters than you have done on slicks, I'll tell you. The only thing I can hope for is that it dries out before the end of the session, but it's not going to happen. I'm afraid, guys, we've qualified at least 17th and 20th. And that's it. Yeah, right. It's pouring down. Oh dear, and I've run out of tea. Oh, I haven't. No, I've got a little bit left. Well, that is disappointing. If only the rain had come a minute or two earlier, we'd have got the fastest laps and we'd have been in Q1. Or we'd have been in, certainly in Q2 anyway. That's disappointing. Well, that's it. And that's the end of today's video, really, because we're now just going to see the rest of qualifying. I'll whiz through it. We're not going anywhere. This is where we're going to start. And it's going to be a tough old battle to get the guys up to the front. I don't know whether we've got the pace. Engelhardt's car is not set up well, and I really don't know whether he's got the car under him to do that. Whereas Casino's got the car, he's just not got the ability. So it looks like it's going to be a very, very disappointing last race, especially after the race we've just had, which was quite competitive. It's a bit of pants, really. So let's simulate the session. We'll get this over with. Now, thankfully, we didn't have anybody behind us that was going to try and overtake us for a team championship. I don't think anybody can get enough points to sort of overtake the car. So we should finish in 8th, which will make the chairman happy. And he'll be giving us some money again at the end of the year, which will be good for next year. It's just whether you want me to do videos for next year or the next season. Just let me know. Let me know in the comments. Yes or no. Yes, another season, please. Or no. Or just do the races, or just do something, or I don't know. Just do qualifying and practice. Don't bother with all the other stuff. Although I think that the actual building of the cars is quite an interesting and important bit, and you need to really do that in order to get up to the front of the racing anyway. And we will get to the front of the racing, just not this year, and probably not next year, but we should have a better car, and it's whether I can get decent other drivers and maybe try and get drivers fairly cheap that are okay. I don't know. Right, we've got a few messages for us. So great qualifying, better than most races. Looking good as usual. I'm not sure that's really. You need to step it up. Yeah, that's right. We're fans. We love you, but it's not good enough. Yeah, I know. Yes, we all thought Engelhart could do better. I thought Engelhart could do better. But anyway, race is coming up. Next video. So that'll either be tomorrow or the next video. It depends on how you're watching this. Join me for that. My name is Backblast. I'll see you next time.